I'm kind of wild and crazy today. Today we're going to finally do these crafts that I bought these lighted snowflakes in this jar for. And I bought this little ornament with little trees and some snow. And I have my trusty glue gun heating up. And then I have these dice that are different sizes that I'm going to put in the bottom to raise the trees up a little. Somebody suggested like wood blocks, and I'm like, well, I've got some old dice. I bet that would do the trick. So I'm going to glue the little trees on, and then I'm going to let that dry, and then glue them into the bottom of the jar. While we're waiting for it to dry, we'll try the other thing. And then I've also I already had this, dug out, whatever you want to call it, some ribbon. My Christmas stuff's mostly black and white buffalo plaid or red and black buffalo plaid, so I thought this is close. So once we get this together, we can put this ribbon around the bottom or the top, as the case may be. So let's see if this is hot enough yet. Yep, got me some glue out. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to give it a try. I also have snow to put in the bottom to cover up the dice in the bottom of the trees. Shoot, I dropped one. Hopefully it'll dry without. This is the littler die. Makes it a little shorter. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I got them at the Dollar Tree, so, I think everything I got was under $5, or right around $5, because they were $1.25 each, and I got 4 things, so it's exactly $5 plus tax. All right, let's let these dry a little bit. Well, that one's kind of leaning to the side. And the one that fell on the floor, that's an issue because with my broken rib, when it falls on the floor, it stays on the floor. Okay, let's cut off this little piece of paper here without cutting the hanging thing. There we go. And then this one, I wonder if this tag will come right off. Yep, pretty much. Left a little smidgen, but this big old tag mostly came off. So what we're gonna do with this, and I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but we're gonna give it a try. I might have to go back and buy another set of these. This one might not be enough. Oh, this has a whole thing. I gotta put batteries in, and I gotta cover it up in a way, some way. So I'm gonna put snow in the bottom of this one too to cover up the battery pack. I didn't realize I had to get batteries for it. I thought it was one of those automatic ones, but looks like it holds double A's. Will it fit in here in the bottom? Will it lay down? I want it to lay down. It's not going to lay all the way down. This is not going to work. So much for this idea. I didn't realize it had this battery pack. So this is not going to work. So I don't know what I'll do with this. Might take it back. I know you can take stuff back, but I don't usually ever bother, but this isn't gonna do what I wanted it to do, so I might take it back and figure out something else to do with this jar. Or I could take the jar back too. Might use the jar to, gotta give my neighbors some fudge. And my grandson and his roommates some fudge, so I'm looking for containers to do that with. Well, it's back in here. It doesn't seem like it would fit, but it fit in there before, but this seems smaller than this. But it's obviously not smaller because it fit in there before, but I don't know how. Oh well, I'll mess with it later. Well, so that one was a disaster. So that, hopefully this other one's gonna work, because this one is a definite, and I'll probably just keep this and put fudge in it, because I already tore off the tag. That's the hazard of being a visionary. Sometimes your visions don't work. Where is that other tree? It fell, but I don't see it. I'm gonna have to look for it. I had to put my crazy bushy hair back. Well, I found the other tree, so now I took the lid off, and I'm going to glue the dice into the lid. Come on, got the little strings going on that you get with glue sticks sometimes. Would have liked these at different heights, but didn't have dice at different heights too much. This one's a little bit smaller. Okay. So there we have that. And we're going to fill this full of snow. When we put it on, it'll make snow fall on top of the trees, thinking, and to the ground. But of course, the other one didn't work, so we'll see if this one's gonna work. Just laid plans. Last time I made fake snow, I bought, instead of buying this, I bought, you can buy borax, and it works like snow, looks like snow. So you'll see that on my, that's probably too much. We'll see. Is that gonna, we'll see. Well, that's not gonna, yeah, I think it's a bit too much. Let's dump some of that back in the bag. It's making a big mess everywhere. That's probably better. I just want it deep enough to cover the dice. Okay, that's starting to look kind of cute. Now we need to cut a piece of this. I don't know, do I want to just put it around it, or do I want to make a bow. Probably just put it around it. It's just almost exactly the right size, which is nice. That was an accident. Happy little accident. As what was his name that did the paintings with the happy little trees, happy little accidents. I can't remember his name. The one that had the bushy hair. My grandson. Oops, I need a new glue stick. So, are you doing any, while we're waiting for this glue stick to heat up, we'll talk about Christmas crafts a little. Are you doing any Christmas crafts this year? Last year I did this. She really likes them. I made my friend, it was like jars about this big, but they were smooth. And I frosted them with the borax stuff, and before that I put the letter J-O-Y on it, and then I frosted them, and then inside I put like those electric tea lights, and in the dark, those came out so cool. If you go back and look, last Christmas you could probably find the video of where I made them. Also last year made gnome ornaments for all my friends. You can probably find that one. They were super easy. Oh, hush. Shut up. There must have been a dog walking by or an Amazon package, one of the two things that gets him going crazy. All right. It turned out kind of cute, I think. Oh, got to cut these little strings off right here. Like a little starting to fray right there. I should maybe glue that down a little better so it doesn't fray. But other than that, so as I paid $3.75 for this. You can probably get one cuter at the store for $3.75, but you know, you did it yourself. Because I bought the thing of trees, which I have enough to make a couple more if you wanted to make them for gifts. And then what the little hanging is plastic, but you know, hanging ornament thing. And then I already had the ribbon, so not bad. I'll put it on my tree. Turn my glue stick off. Alrighty, I'm kind of sad my snowflake light thing idea isn't going to work because that battery pack is just so huge. It's not going to fit in the bottom of the jar unless I put it upright, and then that would look stupid. So yeah, no, that's not going to work. You need a bigger jar and a bunch of them to have it work. I don't know what you're supposed to do with these. Put them on your tree maybe? I don't know, but or maybe on your mantle. But it's not going to work, so then I have to put this in a Ziploc bag so it doesn't spill snow all over the house. Might use it some other time. I think I still have some of those gnomes left from last year. I'll have to see if there's somebody new I can give them to that I met between last year and this year. I think my new BSF class I could do that with. I'd have to make a few more though, because I have 2 or 3 left from last year. I'd have to make maybe 10 more. So we'll see. Anyway, Merry almost Christmas. Definitely happy almost Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's next Thursday, which is a week from today. I'm still in a lot of pain, so I'm going over to my son's house, but I'm not driving. His mother-in-law's taking me. We're good friends. I'm making a sweet potato casserole. I make like a healthified one that's got sweet potatoes with, I think it's a little milk, a little butter, and some cinnamon. Not any sugar in the sweet potato part. And then on top, it's kind of like a crumble thing that you make with butter and oats and pecans, and you crumble that on top. So it's not that sickeningly sweet one with the marshmallows, which is, it's good, but we don't need all that sugar. So that's usually my thing I make and bring. We always have 2 fried turkeys. One's injected with Cajun seasoning, and one's injected with just some kind of regular seasoning. And when you deep fry a turkey, they have to be 12 pounds or less, which is tough to find because most turkeys at Thanksgiving time are like 20 pounds. And then, so my son does those. He's been doing them for years. He used to be a volunteer firefighter. He knows how to be safe doing it, because you see these idiots, so what they're doing makes it very unsafe, but he knows how to be safe. And then we always buy those Bridgeford bread dough roll blobs, and then you let them rise, and they're like a really good yeast roll. Sometimes we have a corn casserole, which has got cream of corn and regular corn, and I think it's got cornbread mix in it, and maybe some cream cheese. I forget how we make it. And then deviled eggs. And then I usually make some green beans, but I don't make the green bean casserole. My daughter-in-law made them last year. She made them in the crock pot, just regular green beans with a little bit of bacon in it. But I would make them in a skillet with, just barely al dente, because I don't like them all mushy. But, we don't have the green bean casserole because nobody likes canned green beans very well. And a lot of people don't like cream of whatever soup. So what else do we have? The other grandma, she usually brings some kind of fresh cranberry, something that she did, salad or fresh cranberries with orange in it or whatever. She makes something like that. And then my daughter-in-law gets pie pumpkins, which are different than Halloween-type pumpkins, and makes her own from scratch pumpkin pies. And then usually a pumpkin pie and a pecan pie, or maybe some other kind of dessert, like a cherry pie or whatever. Gotta have a pumpkin pie, and then the rest of the desserts kind of vary. So what's your favorite things to have for it's stuffing. They just usually make stovetop stuffing. And I'm gonna try this year, my friend for my birthday got me a box. Oh, she got me 2 boxes, but I'm only gonna use one, I think. It's a gluten-free stuffing mix, so I'm gonna try that and see how that goes. I forgot to buy all the stuff for it when I ordered my groceries yesterday. My daughter-in-law ordered them, and my daughter-in-law went and picked them up for me. Then my daughter-in-law went and picked my groceries up for me. Then when she brought them in, she says, I can either put them away for you, or I can take your boy for a walk. So I'm like, I can put them away, take the boy for a walk. So he was happy to get out of the house, because he's been going to the front door pining to go out. So he finally got to go for a walk for the first time in I think I'm coming up on 3 weeks. I think Monday it'll be 3 weeks that I've been incapacitated, shall we say. Alrighty, that's it. Kind of a mixed review on this. This came out okay. I did this kind of lumpy bumpy right here. And the other thing didn't work at all, so oh well, so much. Have good ideas and they don't always work. All right, love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Well, I decided at the last minute to put a little bow on it, so that's the finishing finished product there. So I wanted the bow to cover where the 2 pieces of ribbon met. So it's all done now. Oh, baby. You're such a good boy. Alrighty. Get to crafting.